Hello and welcome back to the Slow Commute Club. A few of you have been asking for a bike check, so here it is. Disclaimer, I'm definitely no bike expert, just someone who likes bikes. So this video looks at some of the small and easy modifications that I've made to customize my bike and make it my own. Pretty much all of them require nothing more than an Allen key. This is a Tokyo Bike CS26 or Commuter Sport, and I picked up this bike from Loop Cycles in Brunswick Eastern Melbourne, who are a Tokyo Bike distributor here in Australia. And they also stock lots of other cool brands like Omnium, Norco and Strizzland. Gary's Projects did a cool video as well, having a look into their shop. So I'd also definitely recommend checking out that video. I've got the small frame in ash blue, which is 47 centimeters, and it's the smallest frame they offer. For reference, I'm about 160 centimeters tall, which I think is around 5'1". The 26-inch wheels are a pretty standout feature of this bike. I think just sometimes because they look pretty tiny on the frame, but I think they look a bit more in place on my small frame. And these are the tires that came with the bike. They're 1.15 inches wide, so they're pretty narrow. I think they're great for city riding, but I do wish that there was some more clearance on these bikes for fatter tires or bigger wheels. I think the max of these wheels is 1.5 inch tires, and that's without fenders, but seeing as I do want to get some fenders in the future, I'll just stick with the standard tires. One of the first things I did pretty much straight away was swap out the handlebars. The bike comes standard with a riser bar, but I found it pretty uncomfortable to ride as I don't really like leaning over for my whole commute. So I swapped it out with this Velo Orange tourist bar. I want something that had a bit of a sweep back sort of shape to it so that it was a bit more comfortable for upright riding. Plus I just think they look a lot cooler. Maybe the most standout feature on my bike are these teal Uri grips. I definitely stood in the store for a while with the grey version in one hand and the teal in the other, but I let the whimsy in me go for the teal and have a bit of fun and not be so monochrome. Plus for $30 they're a pretty easy upgrade to make this bike a bit more fun. I also grabbed a stainless steel blue lug bell from Off Course in Brunswick, just to add a bit more of a sleek look to the handlebars. Nothing too exciting with the shifter, just the standard one that the bike comes with. I'd love to get some thumb shifters in the future, just because I've never used them before and it looks like a lot of fun, but it's definitely not on the top of my everything I want to buy for my bike list. And a badly coloured in quad lock, trying to disguise the intense blue, but definitely a necessary handlebar item for me. And my final handlebar item is this little pouch by Fairweather, which I also got from Blue Lug, and it's perfect for just fitting little items like keys, AirPods, or my work lanyard. But I definitely want to get a bigger handlebar bag in the future so that I can just run some small errands like picking up coffee or a few items from the grocery store without having to take my pannier bag. And I also swapped out the bike saddle. Mainly, I just didn't really like the look of the brown leather one that the bike came with. Originally, I bought a cheap black one, but honestly, it was too painful to ride at all. So I did the research and inspired by probably riding, I invested in a Brooks saddle. This one is the Brooks B17 Short, which is apparently specifically designed for women or shorter people, which I am both of. A lot of people have said that it's really tough to break in Brooks saddles, but honestly I haven't actually had any issues and have loved it from the get-go, but maybe that was just in contrast to what I was riding before. Overall, I definitely think it's a worthy investment. And as Bike Breath said, how will people know you're cool if you don't have a Blue Lug triangle reflector? I've got two bottle cages here, one just a cheap one from a local bike shop, that's just a standard size, and a bit of a bigger one, the Blue Lug Nalgene 3 cage, which importantly can also hold a bottle of wine, which is actually the only thing I've used it for so far. Originally I wanted to get a walled basket because I love the look of them, but I ended up going with a rear rack so that I have better weight distribution and easier steering on the bike. This is the Pelago Cargo Rear Pannier Rack, bit of a mouthful. It looks a bit funny with these wheels to be honest, but I'm hoping once I get some fenders, it'll look a bit more in place. Nonetheless, I love the clean look of it and the fact that it matches the rest of the bike. The rest of the components are those that just came standard with the bike, some of which I'm definitely keen to upgrade in the future, but once my wallet allows me to do so. Overall, this bike is a really fun ride, and coming in at around 10 kilos, it's super light and easy to carry upstairs or inside and can get pretty fast, but obviously I don't do that much because I like to ride slow. If you're after a city commute bike, I would definitely recommend the Tokyo bike. I think my only regret is that I now want a bike that I can take off-road as well, something I didn't really consider when I was buying this bike because I was a bit impatient and just liked the look of it, but I guess I'll just have to get another bike in the future. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.